Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We play to win. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check recon, 132 fighter. 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mike 51.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Go.
58, come on. 58.
Big river.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit.
Mike, 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Hit it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
58 for Mike.
You draw quarter. Smooth.
Check 6 guys.
2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check.
On first down, McCarthy finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Delta.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans.
On 3rd down, McCarthy. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is fielded at the 27. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Switch.
And he coughed it up. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Bandit. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy looking for Harry. He airs it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. He can't get him down. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
28-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, McCarthy. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Come. Down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Oh, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Chopper!
Check. Crunch.
Yo, go!
Mike with you on. Hey, it's coming up.
Get it!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check three.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Patriots' 25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Back to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
McCarthy's pass, intended for Jonnu Smith, incomplete. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He wants it all for the end zone. That is caught by Williams for a New England touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Let's make these fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Go 58's the Mike. Let's go one more.
Hey, Haywood.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Sit up.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
45. Patriots 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they give this time to the tailback.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards on the ground.
On the play of 54 yards. First down, New England.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check, 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 check. Slam.
Get it.
Now a give right side. It's McGee. 10 more there and another first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, McCarthy. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big